Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I almost skipped going to a comedy show a while back because my cat Rocky had just died that same week. I was feeling really down and didn't think I had it in me to sit in a crowd and laugh. But thanks to a friend who convinced me to go, it did me a lot more good than I expected. In fact, it was exactly what I needed. For a couple of hours, I wasn't stuck in my sadness. I was actually laughing, and it reminded me just how powerful laughter really is. And that's one of the reasons I go to see live stand-up as often as I can. I've seen tons of comedy shows over the years, all types, all ages. But when it comes to female comedians, I currently have 3 favorites. I saw one of them at the comedy bar on the Danforth last Sunday, and there are some clips I took of her on stage later on in this video. One of my 3 favorites is Robby Hoffman. She's hilarious, wildly original, and completely herself. I met Robby when she lived in Montreal, and we were actually on the same show a couple of times. I remember this one show we had at a place called the Jello Martini Lounge. It used to be on Ontario Street. And even back then, I ranked her as one of the best comics on the show. I also ranked the worst comic on the show, me. It's even embarrassing to think about how bad I was, really bad. Thankfully, I have greatly improved since then. But in the meantime, Robby's career has skyrocketed. She moved to Toronto and then to LA, where she's well known not only for her stand-up, but also her writing and her acting. If you ever need a reason to laugh, just enter her name on YouTube. Click on one of the numerous podcasts she's been on. Always works for me. And if you don't laugh, well, I hate to say this, but there's a good chance you may be dead. Now, another favorite is Steph Tolev, who I first became aware of when I saw her on stage at the Cleopatra in Montreal during the Just for Laughs festival. Her high energy and unapologetic performance just blew me away. I became an instant fan. I'll put a link to a video in the description, and you can also find Steph on YouTube. So check her out. And finally, there's Cristina Mariani, one of those rising stand-up stars I discovered on the YouTube show Kill Tony. What really stood out for me wasn't just how funny she was on stage. It was as sweet and down-to-earth she is in person, off stage, as she is on the mic. Warm, friendly, and genuinely appreciative of her fans. Like me. Here's a little bit of Cristina on stage.
Wow, thank you guys for coming out on Sunday in like the afternoon. Out and stuff. Yeah, I got rage pretty high right before. Yeah, he was like, keep bombing, what should I do? I was like, They have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't know, I think I just like seeing women get along. But then I saw the gay porn, it doesn't look like they're getting, it looks like they're fighting. That was it. I know how hard it is to find things out a little too late. One time I found out that emojis, you know, the emojis you use, they're supposed to be the color you are. Not the person you're texting.
So if you ever get a chance to see any of those ladies or any of your favorite comedians live, go. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.